Hello Scorpio, and welcome to our reading space. Hope you guys are doing well and in high spirits. Watch this for your sun, moon, or rising, whatever you feel called to. All right, Scorpio, what's going on with you guys? Got some past reflection going on here. Bit of past energy coming through, or still holding on to something, a passion of the past, or something we've wanted for a long time, perhaps. From the past here. What else is going on for Scorpio? Okay, could be stepping out of the old way of building something at the same time. So simultaneously as you're reflecting on the past or the passion, it's like you've reached some kind of a level or a plateau in an area here where you could just be setting work down for a moment, okay? Could be going back over your steps. Or just setting something you've been building down for a moment because now you've gained or you've achieved. Interesting. For some of you, it could be a total change here in a job or the way that you work. Could be a sudden and drastic change. Could cause you to value more so what's happened in the past. Silver lining, you're setting some kind of burden down with that happening. You could be dealing with Pisces here, or there could be a Pisces coming in, or you could just be keeping yourself in waiting while you see how this all unfolds, how this all pans out. Pisces, I feel like you're, Scorpio, I feel like you're contemplating the past here. Like in a way where you're going back over something and recognizing something you didn't before. Whether it's value of a situation or how stuck on it you are in some way or something. But Scorpio, there's like an undying loyalty that I feel here for something. Doesn't mean it can't die, it just means it's still there. Some of you are at a distance here from a soulmate or from emotional intimacy or from connecting or healing with someone here. Some of you have just decided to use love or connection as an escape rather than a real tool for intimacy. Or it's just, naturally happened this way. Some of you could also be taking a trip here with somebody that you're interested in romantically, or doesn't feel that serious, honestly. I feel like, Scorpio, you are stuck on somebody or something from the past here, all right? Everybody else right now, it's like, what is the word? Like chopped liver, like it's not really that serious. They might not know that, but you know that. Some of you could have fought a lot with somebody here in the past, or you could have had a lot of, you could fight. There's something about fighting thoughts, fighting narratives, fights, hurts, battles, pains, okay? This could be a lot on the mind right now. Wow, Scorpio, it's like you're going through your own retrograde here. The retrograde of life. A lot of manifestation in the works. Be careful the lens through which you view yourself for extended periods of time. It's one thing to acknowledge your behavior in situations or to be human and beat yourself up for a moment, but it's another thing to continuously get down on yourself and bash yourself for the way that you were, because your manifestations are really high right now, and it's especially not good to just partake in that inner dialogue over and over and over again. That's very hard on yourself. It just creates more of that around. You need to also see your strengths. You need to see how you tried. And I feel like you're like, oh yeah, no, I don't have any problem with that. That's great. Then that's good. But if, for those of you who are really feeling that going on, just definitely watch for that, okay? Acknowledge it, acknowledge yourself, let yourself that you acknowledge, but also acknowledge how, you're having a human experience, and you might not always feel it, but you are human. Nothing is perfect. Some of you are really reminiscing on a lost love, or a love that didn't work. Maybe it was just too toxic or too drama, or maybe you lost it, in an intense way, or I don't know, but you're really reflecting on that. And there's almost like a real rose-tinted thing going on here. Maybe that's why there's that Pisces energy around, where you're almost glamorizing or glorifying the emotional fulfillment that you supposedly felt in this situation. Scorpio, you could feel a bit lost. You could feel like things are just unclear right now. Like there's no light or happiness in your life. Not truly. There's something that you got to be real with yourself about here. It's really hitting you hard, okay? And it's from the past. And it's something you've been reflecting on a lot. The thing is with the moon in reverse, you have been facing your fears, and you have been looking in the mirror, and you have been revealing the inner mysteries. You have done that work, you know, but yet still it's like you don't feel that you're equipped for something, or you don't feel like you have all the knowledge that you need for something. It's a tricky energy for Scorpio. And Scorpio, it's almost like you've got yourself really caught up in your head here. Okay? It's almost like it's just like it's really caught up about something. And the viewpoint you have on it is a lot more intense or even dangerous than the reality. Okay? Now, you also have some spotlight energy here with the Six of Wands, being recognized, being seen, moving towards what you love, or it moving towards you, which is great. I still feel with your work or with something, there's been a plateau, or there's been a point that you've reached where something's come through for you and allowed you even the time and space to introspect and reflect like this. So that's really cool. It's something to acknowledge. It's something to give gratitude for. Now, at the same time, you could feel that things are delayed. Okay, that when is this cycle going to end? When is this loop going to end? When am I going to make that move? You know, maybe you feel like that's been delayed. I think for a long time you've been at least telling yourself that you feel like you don't need anybody, like you're emotionally content, and you might use this past situation as an example of that. Whether it's in a partnership, a business partnership, friendship, love, whatever it is. You're like, no, I can do this. I'm fine on my own. I don't need that. That's just a nuisance because look what happened here. But then when you're really honest with yourself, you're like, damn, I really had it bad for this person or for this thing, you know? All right, let's grab a couple oracle cards for Scorpio. I keep wanting to call you guys Pisces. What the heck? Some of you could have been dealing with a Pisces, but also there could be Sagittarius. I'm feeling that here. Or even air signs. Message for Scorpio, please and thank you. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So this is being recommended. This is important, whether this is past person, present person, but this is needed. If you keep it all in and you stew inside, you will just become more and more distant, which may be what some of you think that you want sometimes, but it may not be the reality of what's needed. All right, what else is going on for Scorpio here? For Scorpio, please and thank you. What else is going on for Scorpio here? Please and thank you. Just the one. Action. And this has been happening for a minute. This is where you can achieve, you can succeed. You just need to take a little bit more action towards your goals each day, but especially where your intuition guides you towards your goals. So you're letting your intuition lead to help you take care of the physical, even if you don't know where exactly it's headed or where it's taking you. Okay, so that's what's needed right now. And not action towards the past, but action towards the future. Following that intuition. Maybe getting out of your head just a bit too. Out of some of this contemplation just a bit. Maybe putting that into creativity or some kind of creation. But forwards movement is very important for you, Scorpio. All right, let me see if there's any other last messages for you guys. It's not that it's wrong or bad to contemplate, but it can be excessive here, okay, and not productive. Anything else for Scorpio that you'd like to mention? Chariot, yeah, exactly that. You haven't been feeling that inspiration or that motivation, that motivated, balanced action. But it's okay. It can just be little steps, little intuitions. It doesn't have to be huge, you know? Yeah, especially because I feel like you have an opportunity to really grow with your wealth or with your self-worth here, with your material world. Five of Pentacles in reverse, a lot of expanded energy, a lot of expansion, all right? So, you know, small intuitions and actions are just as relevant and important to the big picture as, you know, big leaps of action, all right? Scorpio, please remember you can always email us for personal reading inquiries. All of the information is in the description box below, but that's what we have for you for now. Best of luck to you. Take care of yourselves and be well. You got to just stop beating yourself up so bad about something here, all right?